Cancer. Why is tanning bad for your health? It may be fun to lay out in the sun like these two girls are doing, but getting too much sun can be very dangerous. Exposure to sunlight raises your risk for skin cancer. Cancer. Cancer is a disease that causes the cells to divide out of control. Normally, the body has systems that prevent cells from dividing out of control. But in the case of cancer, these systems fail, and cancer is usually caused by mutation. Mutations are random errors in genes. Mutations that lead to cancer usually happens to genes that control the cell cycle. Because of the mutations, abnormal cells divide uncontrollably. This often leads to the development of tumor. A tumor is a mass that is of an abnormal tissue. As tumor grows, it may harm normal tissues around it. Anything that can cause cancer is called a carcinogen. Carcinogens can be pathogens, chemicals, or radiation. Pathogens. Pathogens that cause cancer in the human papillomavirus HPV, figure 6.1. Of the hepatitis B virus, hepatitis B is spread to a sexual contact. It can cause cancer in the reproductive system of females. The hepatitis virus is spread towards the sexual contact or contact with the blood containing the virus. It can cause cancer of the liver. The mutations can cause cancer, which people are exposed to pathogens such as human papillomavirus, which is known here. Chemicals. Many different chemicals cause cancer. Dozens of chemicals in tobacco smoke, including nicotine. It may be shown to cause cancer, figure 6.2. In fact, tobacco smoke is one of the main sources of chemical carcinogens. Smoking tobacco increases the cancer of the lung, mouth, and throat, and bladder. Using smokeless tobacco can also cause cancer. Other chemicals can cause cancer such as aspartites, formaldehyde. The term to use with 6-nitric oxide select materials. Formaldehyde. The chemical compound, which has the organic compound with the formula CH2O, benzene, calcium, and nickel, and it can also cause cancer as well. The mutations that cause cancer may occur when people are exposed to chemical carcinogens. For those in such as cigarettes can be argued with tobacco smoke. It is the main source of chemical carcinogens. Radiation. Form of radiation that cause cancer includes ultraviolet UV, mutation, radion 6.3. Radiation is a part of sunlight. It is a leading cause of skin cancer. Radon is a natural radioactive that seeps buildings from the ground. It can cause lung cancer. The ultraviolet UV that penetrates our skin is made out of two types of radiation, UV rays A and UV rays B. Skin layers, and then the arrows go into the skin. The mutations that cause cancer may occur when people are exposed to radiation, including radiation from sunlight. The common types of cancer. Cancer is usually found in adults. In adults over the age of 50, the most common type of cancer in adult males is cancer in the prostitute gland, and the prostitute gland is the male reproductive system. Prostitute cancer makes up around 1/3 of cancer in men. The most type of cancer in adult females is breast cancer, makes up 1/3 of cancers in women. Both men and women, lung cancer is the most common type of cancer. In most cases, lung cancers happen to people who smoke. Cancer can also be found in children, but childhood cancer is rare. Leukemia is one of the main types of cancer in children. It makes up about 1/3 of all childhood cancers. It happens when the body makes abnormal white blood cells. Sometimes cancer cells can break away a tumor. If they enter the bloodstream, they're carried throughout the body. Then the cells may start growing in the tissues. But this is usually how cancer spread, from one another of the body to another. Once this happens, cancer is very hard to stop or control. Treating cancer. If leukemia is treated early, it can be cured. But in fact, many cancers can be cured. It's known as remission. If it's treated early, treatment of cancer involves removing the tumor with surgery. This may be followed by other types of treatments. The treatments may include drugs, known as chemotherapy, and radiation therapy, which kills cancer cells. The sooner cancer is treated, the greater the chances of a cure. This is why you should know the importance of the warning signs of cancer. Having warning signs does not mean you have cancer. However, you should see a doctor to be sure. Everyone should know the warning signs of cancer. Detecting and treating cancer early can often lead to a cure. Some warning signs of cancer include change in bowel and bladder habits. Sores do not heal. Unusual bleeding or discharge. Lump in the breast or elsewhere. Chronic indigestion. Difficulty swallowing. Obvious changes in a wart or mole. Or persistent cause of hoarseness. Summary. Cancer is caused by mutations which can be treated. It can be caused by pathogens, chemicals, or radiation. Cancer can be treated with surgery, drugs, and radiation. And that's the end of the cancer treatment. And unfortunately, they only have questions, so I was reading the book about cancer, and this can help people who have the early warning signs. Well, that's it for now, and I'll just stop the video right here.